All right, in this video, we're going to continue to talk about the trig value from the unit circle. So location, location, location. So the parenthesis is my trig value. I'm going to get x comma y. So that will be cosine comma sine. The 6 trig ratios will be sine, cosine, tangent, secant, cosecant, and cotangent. And the other 4 I like to use a lot is the tangent is equal to sine over cosine, and cotangent will be cosine over sine. Cosecant is equal to 1 over sine, and secant is equal to 1 over cosine. So when there is a picture, the answer is in the picture. So we're going to figure out the exact value, no calculator, of the 6 trig functions. So step 1, 5 pi over 6. Do you see 5 pi over 6 right here? So what you see is what you got. So recall what we talked about. The sine of 5 pi over 6. We know that this tells me the location. So the sine will be 1/2, and that's it. And what do we know about the cosine? The cosine of this function that will be on the unit circle will be negative 3 over 2. Perfect. And then the tangent, remember, we talk about the tangent is equal to sine over cosine. So what you see is what you got. You got 1/2 over negative square root 3 over 2. Now we say, math people, simplify. Denominator 2 and 2 cancel out, so I shall get negative 1 over square root 3. This is perfect. But we talk about the rationalize, my final answer. So I don't want to see the radical 3, so I'm going to times square root 3 over square root 3. That gives me the final answer will be negative 1 times square root 3 will be negative 3 square root 3. And denominator square root 3 times square root 3, that become 3. So therefore, I got this perfect answer. So far, so good. Now, let's talk about the total 6. So therefore, you're going to make sure, Ms. O said that when I flip it upside down, I should get the information. You are correct, because we say that the sine, the reciprocal, it is cosecant. So what do we know about the cosecant? The cosecant just be what? Flip it upside down. So that gives me 1 over 2. Flip it, that become 2. Check. And cosine is the reciprocant of secant. So when I flip this one, I got 2 over negative square root 3. Now this is correct. But remember what we say. We say that I need to rationalize the denominator with the radical, right? So I'm going to times square root 3 over square root 3. That gives me negative. So 2 times square root 3 will be 2 square root 3 over square root 3 times square root 3 just be 3. So this will be what we mentioned about. How do I get the perfect answer when we check this on the ACT, right? And that's it. One more to go. What happened to my cotangent? Now, remember, the cotangent is the reciprocal, which means I'm going to flip the tangent. So now you may say that, oh, remember what you tell me? Original, I got this answer. It was correct, but not perfect. So can I flip this one? Why not? Yes, yes, yes. So when you flip this one, negative 1 over square root 3, when you upside down, that will become negative square root 3. And that is perfect. And that's it. So we have total 6 trig functions, 6 trig ratio. And that's it. All right, 24, 7 pi over 3. Can you get this for me? Now, activate your eagle eye. Do you go around? Do you see 7 pi over 3? No, 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 no. So what do we do? That tells us as an inspiration, tells me my 7 pi over 3 is too big. So I am going to make this back to the unit circle. So I'm going to minus 2 pi. And we talk about that. Denominator, it is 3. So I'm going to times 3 over 3. So what you see now, I got 7 pi minus 6 pi. I got 7 pi minus, let's do it one more time. 7 pi over 3, too big, not on the unit circle, so I'm going to minus 2 pi. And because the denominator, we know that I'm going to make everybody have the 3, so that gives me 7 pi minus 6 pi over 3, aka pi over 3. Now smile, do you see pi over 3 on your unit circle? Yes. So therefore, my answer is waiting for me to get. So what you see is what you got. Sine of the angle, okay? That is equal to sine, so that will be equal to square root 3 over 2. And this is correct. What will be my cosine? The cosine will be on my unit circle, which will be 1 over 2. This is correct. Check. Tangent. Remember, tangent is equal to my sine over cosine. So therefore, what you see is what you got. Square root 3 over 2 over 1/2. Now, can we simplify? Yes, 2 and 2 cancel out, right? So what will be my final answer? That will be square root 3. And yes, indeed, I got those 3. Now, remember, total, we have how many? We have a 6 total, the trig ratio. So therefore, cosecant of the angle, it's equal to, flip that upside down from the side here, so that should be 2 over square root 3. Yes, indeed, Ms. Zong said that. I don't want to see the radical 3 at the denominator, so I need to rationalize that. So when I times that together, I get 2 square root 3 over 3. Perfect. Moving on, what will be my reciprocal of the cosine? That will be secant, so the secant of the angle will be upside down, will be 2. And what do we know about the cotangent? So as you can see, cotangent is equal to cosine over sine. So what you see is what you got. Cosine is 1/2 and sine is square root 3 over 2. Now when you're housekeeping, you know that the answer should be 1 over square root 3. This is correct, but not perfect. Remember what we say? We do not want to see the radical 3 as my denominator. So I need to times the square root 3 over square root 3. Then give me my final answer will be 1 times square root 3 will be square root 3. Square root 3 times square root 3, that will be 3. So now I have everything I want. So, seeing is believing. Sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant, cotangent. Perfect. All right, moving on. Now you may say that, Ms. Yu, I do not see negative 3 pi over 4. What should we do? Well, remember, we are going to make this back to my unit circle. Plus 2 pi. Now again, you may say that, so the denominator is 4. So let me change, everybody have a 4. So now you got negative 3 pi plus 4 times 2 is 8 pi over 4. Now, can you simplify? Negative 3 plus 8 will be what? 5 pi over 4. Ooh la la. Do you see 5 pi over 4? Yes, indeed. 5 pi over 4 is right here. So here we go. Here we go, go. So sine of 5 pi over 4, that is equal to negative square root 2 over 2. That is correct. And cosine, it's also equal to negative 2 over 2. That's correct. And my tangent. Now remember, tangent is equal to sine over cosine because they're exactly the same thing. So that will be 1. Believe in yourself, okay? Now, what happened to my cosecant? Do not overthink. Cosecant will be the opposite, the reciprocal, upside down. So I will have a negative 2 over square root 2. Now this is correct, but we do not want to see the radical 2. So I'm going to make the radical 2 times top and bottom. So that gives me negative 2 square root 2 over 2. Oh, I can cancel out the 2. So my final answer will be negative square root 2. Perfect. Moving on, what will be my secant? Now you may say that, oh, secant square Square root 2, you are correct. And what happened to my cotangent? Well, how do you upside down 1 over 1? So you still got what? 1. And this is what we mentioned about when there is a unit circle. This is your answer. Do not overthink. Good? All right, the last one. I'm going to challenge you guys to show off. Again, negative 5 pi over 2. You may say that, Miss Joan, I do not see it. So I'm going to plus 2 pi. And what do we know about the 2 pi? I'm going to make everybody has a denominator 2. So that will be negative 5 pi plus 4 pi over 2. Now you may say that, Miss Joan, it still be a negative pi over 2. Well, let's keep plus 2 pi. So that gives us, I'm going to make that 4 pi over 2 again. So what do we get now? So negative pi plus 4 pi, that gives me 3 pi over 2. So activate your eagle eye. Do you see 3 pi over 2? Yes, right here. Right here, right here, right here. So what you see is what you got. So we mentioned about the sine of this angle because it's right here, 3 pi over 2. So what you see here, it's my sine value. So that will be negative 1, check. Cosine of this angle will be 0, check. Now tangent, what do we know about tangent? Tangent is equal to sine over cosine. What does that tell us? Undefined. Believe in yourself. You are correct. Undefined. So now if we go to the cosecant, flip that. So cosecant, that will equal to negative 1. And secant, that is equal to no. Remember, 0 over 1 is 0. When you flip that, that will be 1 over 0. What does that tell me? Undefined. Good. All right, last one, cotangent. Now remember, the original was negative 1 over 0. When you flip that, you got 0 over negative 1, and the answer will be 0. So therefore, this is what we mentioned about when there is a picture, the answer is in the picture. And that's it. Thank you very much.